Hello, Bruvs. I'm going to read Grimalkin, the title poem from Thomas Lynch's, I think it was 1993. I'm just making that up. I literally have no clue. But there it is. In this book, Salem's Children by Mary Leader, she mentions Grimalkin the cat, which is a name for an old cat. It means gray malkin, which is an old person. It's either a cat or an old person, and then I think the main thrust of it comes from Shakespeare, where it is called Gray Malkin. And then there's also, well, I put the books back over there with my towering stack for my collection from the week. But we'll just go and read this. We'll see what year it is. 1994. I was close. Grimalkin. And I'm trying not to break the spine of this book, so. And I'm failing miserably. This is why you edit videos, but too lazy for that. Grimalkin. One of these days, she will lie there and be dead. I'll take her out back in a garbage bag and bury her among my son's canaries, the ill-fated turtles, a pair of angelfish, the tragic and mannerly household pests that had the better sense to make their leaves before their welcomes or my patience had worn thin. For 12 long years I've suffered this damn cat, while Mike, my darling middle son, himself 12 years this coming May, has grown into the tender, if quick-tempered man-child his breeding blessed and cursed him to become. And only his affection keeps this cat alive, though more than once have threatened violence, the brick and burlap in the river recompense, for mounds of fur balls littering the house, choking the vacuum cleaner, or what's worse, shit in the closets, piss in the planners, mice that winter indoors safely as she sleeps, curled about a table leg, vigilant as any knick-knack in a partial coma. But Mike, of course, is blind to all of it. The gray Angora breed of arrogance, the sluttish roar, the way she disappears for days, sex-desperate once or twice a year, urgently ripping her way out the screen door. To have her way with anything that moves, while Mike sits up with tuna fish and worry, crying into the darkness, "Here, kitty, kitty," mindless of her whorish treacheries, or of her crimes against upholsteries, the sofas, love seats, wingbacks, easy chairs. She's puked and mauled into dilapidation. Oh, look at the struggle here. It's like catching a fish. I have this reoccurring dream of driving her deep into the desert east of town and dumping her out there with a few days' feed and water. In the dream, she's always found by kindly tribespeople who eat her kind on certain holy days as a form of penance. God knows I don't know what he sees in her. Sometimes he holds her like a child in his arms, rubbing her underside until she sounds like one of those battery-powered vibrators folks claim to use for the ache in their shoulders. And under Mike's protection, she will fix her indolent, green-eyed gaze on me, as if to say, "What are you going to do about it, Slick? The child loves me, and you love the child." Truth told, I really ought to have her fixed in the old way with an airtight alibi, a bag of ready mix, and no eyewitnesses. But one of these days she will lie there and be dead. And choking back loud hallelujahs, I'll pretend a brief bereavement for my Michael's sake, letting him think, as he often said, "Deep down inside you really love her, don't you, Dad?" I'll even hold some cheerful obsequies, careful to observe God's never-failing care for even these, the least of his creatures, making some mention of cat heaven where cat ashes to ashes, cat dust to dust, and the Lord gives and the Lord has taken away, thus claiming my innocence to the end. I'll turn Mike homeward from that wicked little grave, and if he asks, we'll get another one because all boys need practice in the arts of love, and all boys aging fathers in the arts of rage. I love the crumbs that are inside this book, too. All right, well, that was the title poem. I don't really care about the rest, but we'll see if there's anything else that relates to cats. Skating with Heather Grace, the Sin Eater, the scream if you ever hear it. No, I'll leave it at this. I came to read Grimalkin, and I did. Goodbye, bruv.